for using best practices in the implementation of a universally designed learning curriculum. I am Jarvis-Patrick, a doctoral student in the TLET program. Now, you may ask, what is universal design for learning? Well, simply stated, it is a scientifically valid framework for guiding educational practitioners. The main objective being to promote inclusivity in teaching and learning. Let's look at the three main tenets briefly. Multiple means of representation provides flexibility and varied ways in the way information is presented. It can be used in the online interface platform, which could be represented with symbols, specific text features and size, specific colors and cultural icons, or it can be used represented in the content, giving accessibility to course materials through language translation, text-to-speech software, graphic organizers, and multimodal sources of information in videos, audios, use of animations, etc. Multiple means of engagement in which different pedagogical approach is used to impart content which helps to engage and motivate students in the topics or concepts being taught. The use of interactive lectures, video presentation, reflective activities can be used. And multiple means of action or expression, providing creative and innovative assessment options for students to demonstrate their new knowledge and skills. Example, discussion forums, case studies, debates, use of presentation tools, podcasts, blogs, wikis, etc. So, how do we ensure that our curriculum is successfully implemented? Well, let's look at some of the best practices for successful implementation. At the macro institutional level, the organization need to have sustainable and coherent policies concerning universal design for learning. So you need to look at your organization and decipher if there are resources, economic and personnel, to support the vision of universal design for learning. At a micro level, you as an educator need to do an analysis of your learners. You need to understand how your learners learn and decipher the challenges that might affect learning. As an educator, you also need to use technology accessible features in your online interface, like closed captioning, music, sound effects, highlighting tools, language translation, etc. All these assistive technologies that can help the varied users who are in your online learning environment. Integrating technology in your teaching engagement goes hand in hand with universal design for learning, since it offers you as an educator the option of providing varied formats to represent content, engage students, and for students to express themselves and their knowledge and skills. Also, you need to ensure that your assessments provide students with multiple ways to demonstrate their knowledge and skills. Thus, you need to create innovative assessment options. Finally, quality assurance is important at both the macro and micro institutional level. Therefore, you need to use evaluative tools to gain feedback from learners and faculty to measure areas of success and areas that may need to be changed or improved. This wraps up the training on some best practices for the implementation of universal design for learning. To recap, success successful implementation of UDL will depend on the use of some best practices. These are sustainable organizational policies, a thorough analysis of your learners, the use of technology accessible features, integration of technology in your pedagogy and in the content and your assessment skills that you provide to students, creative and innovative assessment options, and quality assurance. This is the end of our training session. These are some references used in the presentation. Any questions or comments?